When it comes to operating those factories, strategic localization is key here, right? What's driving those moves and those decisions that you're making right now?
Well, it's very interesting, right? Because as you see changes in regulation, like the tariffs in the United States, you have to quickly react to try to minimize the impact and be more competitive. But we were already on a roll when it comes to announcing big investments in the United States. So we have announced $26 billion in the next 4 years versus $20.5 billion in the last 40 years in the States in steel, in a steel factory, also in assembly of vehicles and others, right? But also in Korea, last week we announced 125 trillion Korean won, which is about $86 billion in this midterm plan, meaning through to 2030, because we want to be the best at all the latest and greatest in technology, like on chips, like in robotics, like AI, like in hydrogen technology.
When it comes to the investments into the United States, we heard that some of the workers that actually were affected by the Georgia raid would be suing ICE. What is the role that Hyundai is playing now?
Well, that was an unfortunate event that happened in actually a battery plant from LG, where we are shareholders. And then always trying to be positive. What happened was a very positive reaction by the federal government and also by the state, which I think is going to help fix this issue of the visas once and for all. I think it was clear for everybody that all the workers that were there, they were legal workers. And then the construction of the factory has continued. In fact, a lot of those people that left the country, they're coming back step by step, and we continue the operation. A lot of questions. What are you going to do? Well, we don't make decisions based on the short term. This is a mid to long-term decision on where we want to localize to be stronger. And it was an opportunity that we already had identified. In fact, in March, when we saw the president announcing the tariffs during the Liberation Day, we were celebrating the grand opening of our brand new plant in Savannah, Georgia. Right, so we were not waiting for tariffs or no tariffs. We want to grow in America. It's our largest market, and then we saw this opportunity of localization.
And does it give you more long-term confidence that the White House reached out personally after the raid?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the White House, I think, is very happy with the level of commitment of our company, the mid to long-term investment, the thousands of jobs, right? So we have roughly 190,000 workers in Tier 1 and Tier N suppliers in America. We are adding around 25,000 more. When these raids were happening, we were announcing additional investments of around $2.7 billion, 3,000 more employees, and 200,000 more capacity. So I think, obviously, the government likes what we are doing. There's a very strong commitment to the U.S.
What's happening with the visa issue, though?
Well, we found together a very, very good solution. We put together a group of people working from the State Department and also from the Korean authorities and the representatives of the different companies, which we are helping to coordinate. And we're finding the right type of visa to ensure that the technical workers that actually are not available in the U.S. can go to the States, do their job, and then come back. So that's basically the positive side of this, that I think we found a good solution not only for our company, but for all companies that are investing in America.
Do Hyundai employees feel that way? Because I was speaking to President Lee Jae-myung recently, and he mentioned how the workers themselves may be a bit anxious about going to work in the U.S.
Well, it's obvious that it's normal that people may feel some anxiety, but I think we just need to reassure them, we need to advise them. The U.S. Embassy in Korea has supported us a lot, the Korean government has supported us a lot, and also the State Department in the States have supported us. So, and I think as they will see that people are coming, that nothing happens, we advise them, we help them, so I think everything is going to be okay.